That's fine, I get it. We got 30 more minutes. We got some really awesome deals coming up. But typically after the show, Mike, those things just fly because everybody's gotten to see 2 hours worth and then they're making that final decision. So good time to be able to pick it up. All right, so we promoted this one a couple times. And I love this because this is actually one of our new pieces today, correct?
Yeah, we're kind of previewing this.
That's cool.
Is ultimately what it comes down to. So we've got this. This is the 2019 West Point minted burnished American Silver Eagle first day of issue, okay? Now the burnished Silver Eagle is a special coin. And it has a special designation of SP, and it has got the W or West Point Mint mark. I guess it's kind of a special W West Point Mint mark show. The United States government finally utilizing the West Point Mint for what it should be out there in the marketplace. So, the United States government is making the Silver Eagle since 1986. President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law in 1986, creating the most popularly collected silver coin in the world today. And that is, I think, remains. It's just the way that it is. There's people that would want to argue that it's the Morgan silver dollar, but there's just not enough Morgan silver dollars to go around. So this is de facto more popularly collected because there's enough Silver Eagles. So from 1986 through 2019, they basically only made mint state coins, or what's 1986 2006. They made only mint state coins and proof coins. So MS and proof. The proof, of course, is the mirror finish with the West Point. Actually started out with the San Francisco Mint, then it did it at the Philadelphia Mint, and then they started doing it at the West Point Mint. I think it was in '95. Okay. Then in 2006, they start a third annual coin, which is the burnished American Silver Eagle. That's the uncirculated, this SP that you see right here with the West Point Mint mark. So they started that in 2006. Year in and year out, it has always been the rarest of the 3 annual Eagles made by the United States government. Rarer than the mint state. It's the mint state, the proof, and then the burnished. So in terms of rarity, collectability, and desirability, the burnished coin is always the one. For instance, we sold the mint state coin. That was our today's special. I think we sold 14 or 16 or 18,000 of these in mint state, you know, on that one day. So now I am debuting the 2019. Just as a standalone burnished Eagle, the first time the W Mint comes out in the uncirculated, it's a big deal. $159.95 comes in the red oak presentation box. All of it spectacular, yes, amazing. 1,899 of them. We'll sell every single one of them, just like we did in 18 and 17 and 16 and 15 and 14 and 13 right. And all the way on back to 2006, because I've been selling them here since 2006. Right. When this first came out in 2006, I was here at HSN selling them.
I wish I would have gotten a couple of those.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good. But then what's happened is over the course of the years, we've had some things come to bear. As it turns out, last year, we found out that the 2017 burnished was the rarest annual Silver Eagle ever made by the United States government. We sold thousands and thousands of them. They just didn't make as many. They make them to order.
Oh, it was really limited.
People just didn't order them in 2017. They were taken up with other things. I don't know what it was. They just didn't order them. So that became spectacular. We sold thousands of those as the rarest American Silver Eagle at basically $159.95.
That's amazing.
So that's our regular issue price, whereas everybody else is like, you know, because we bought a bunch of them. We found out about it. We bought thousands like we always do, so I can hold the price. I think I'm gone. I think we're sold out on those now. I wished I wasn't, but we are.
Okay.
I found out 2 weeks ago. We got finalized numbers on the 2018 W. Now, rarer than the 2017 W.
Stop it, are you
we had no
serious?
Idea. And not only that.
Oh no.
Not only that, pretty significantly rarer than the 2017 W. So the rarest American annual Silver Eagle is the 2018 W. Go to hsn.com. I still may have a few at the original issue price. 2018 W SP Silver Eagle, we may have a few of those still there at our original issue price.
Wow.
Okay.
Snatch those
So
up.
now we have the 2019. Okay, and by the way, the 18s that we have are not first day of issue. I know those are sold out, long sold out. Right. First day of issues in 17s and 18s went just like that.
Right.
And they bring pretty nice premiums in the marketplace. So now I have the 19s, first day of issue, $1,899, we'll sell them all. Okay, I don't know if we'll sell them all tonight. I mean, last night I think we sold 200 or 250 of them last night, or 200 last night.
Over 200.
Sold over 200 last night at 2 a.m. $1,899 is a nice number, but when it comes down to the rarest American Silver Eagle, and people said, is this going to be the rarest? I said, I have no idea.
Because you guys have to wait.
We have to wait until they finalize the mintage, which will be sometime in 2020 probably. But if I was a guessing man, and I am a guessing man.
Well, you're a very educated guessing man when it comes to coins.
Only
right.
coins.
Only coins.
By the way, it's my singular talent. I have no skills in any other aspect
but
of life.
But he's darn good at it.
But I'm good at this.
Thank goodness.
Okay, I'm really good at this.
Right.
Like I said, you see my office. I got 4 computer screens, and I got charts and graphs and stuff, and we're filing the velocity of sales of, because we can track, because U.S. Mint is public, so we can track literally what they sell on a weekly basis. They have to release that information. So we track that against other years, and we look at the graphs and try to find the things that are going to be the best things. I'm liking the 2019 as a way too early guesstimate of how many they're going to make. I like the 2019. And here's why I like it, is given my experience, is that, I mean, we had the W Mint quarters, we had the W Mint pennies, we had the Apollo 11 commemoratives.
Right.
There's a lot of coins sucking not only all the air out of the room, but all the money out of the marketplace. Everybody has finite coin budgets. I have a finite coin budget, everybody does. And when there's a lot of really cool stuff, whether it be Explore and Discover, whether it be Rocket Ship, and all these things that come out, then some things get put by the wayside, and what those things are tend to be the regular issue coins. So I'm really liking the 2019 stuff, simply because there's so much really cool stuff in 2019.
Right.
So people are focusing on that.
And it came out relatively early in the year, all this cool stuff that you just listed.
So now we're halfway through the year before the West Point Mint comes out.
Right. So people have spent their budget getting all these other cool stuff early on.
And now we're coming into, well, in essence, the summer doldrums. You know, everybody's traveling, people are buying less, they're spending their money, you know, traveling with the kids or themselves and visiting and so on and so forth as summer vacations start to kick in. And so all of a sudden, this just disappears from the numismatic landscape. Well, we've got it, and I've got it a little early. Okay, the Mint actually, I don't think actually sells this for another 4 or 5 days, something like that, yeah. So we got this, and we did this, and we know how many coins that we're gonna get, so we ordered them on the first day, so we'll buy 10 or 15,000 coins, because I think it's gonna be such a good coin. I don't mind owning extra coins on this as we get towards the end of the year, and I'll have to go 179 or 199 or 219 or 229 or 49 or whatever that does for the 2019. But for right now, I've got SatinFinish, I've got Perfect, I got first day of issue, I've got it exclusive to us, I've got it in the Red Oak presentation box, and I put the whole thing in here, 1,899 pieces, and like I said, I think we have 200 or 300 of these already spoken for.
Right.
And so the key is you've got to get in and get yours now at our original issue price. At our original issue price.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Since you've been selling this coin for many, many years, give me the one example that you had the original issue price, and now today, Suzanne Runyon wishes she had 10 of them sitting at home.
I mean, there's all kinds of special issue coins that are going.
Give me one that you think.
1995 W, when I sold that coin originally, I mean, I think it was 199 bucks. It's like 30,000 now in the American Silver Eagle.
Wow.
Well, we've got that. Some of the other special issue coins that we've done, same thing. 2016, congratulations, American Silver Eagle. I think I originally sold that for $179. I think I got it, it's customer pick now for $2,000.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Wow.
that's the proof 2016.
Wow.
That you're gonna have the 2015P. I think I originally sold that coin for $99. I think they're $299 or $399 or $499 now. So there's some modern issue stuff. Anything I sold pre-2008. I mean, in the year 2000, Mint State 70 American Silver Eagles, I sold 6,000 of them for 69 bucks.
Oh my gosh.
They're like $400 now.
Wow.
You know, so, and by the way, every single one of those, basically, you know, the regular issue ones that you're gonna have there's more of than this. Now 16, congratulations, rarer than this, but it's 2,000 bucks. 95P, rarer than this, but 2,000 bucks. But then look at 93, 94, 95, 96 proof American Silver Eagles in 70 condition. Those are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 coins. 94, 95, 96 Mint State Eagles and Mint State 70. Those are $3,000, $5,000, $8,000 coins. This coin is going to be rarer than all of those coins. This coin's going to be rarer than all of those coins. That I know.
That's amazing.
Will it be the rarest? That I don't know.
Okay.
But it's a great opportunity. Like I said, we have an early pick here. You got an early opportunity on this. Like I said, for me to put this out really a couple days before it's going to be generally available.
So it's not generally available now.
No, you can't even buy the coin right now.
Right.
It's only a couple days. We're kind of going out on a limb here, knowing that we're going to get 70s because we're going to buy. We'll probably buy 15,000 coins, is my guess.
And you know, from all this year's experience,
yeah.
Your
They should grade. You know,
grade.
they should grade 20 or 30%. We're hoping.
Right.
And so that's why we have 15, 20,000 coins, something like that. We'll buy $1 million worth of them.
But I think what's important to realize, though, once this edition is gone, now you have to realize it's not even been released yet. So you are kind of putting it out there ahead of time.
Sure.
You're getting an early start, and there's going to be millions of coin collectors who specifically collect this coin and have not watched this show tonight. I wish they all tuned in, and it'd probably be smart if they did. And then we have the smart ones who do tune in every week. They want to make sure they get these special offers. But the key to this is that is all we'll ever have.
Right.
That is so important
regardless
to understand.
of when we sell them, how we sell them, what we do.
And here's what's going to happen when the government really releases them. They officially release.
They go crazy.
Oh my gosh, everybody will jump online to see if you got it.
Now,
because they don't realize you have it on
we
tonight.
can literally be sold out by then.
Yeah.
So on this coin, remember, do not confuse it with the mint state or the proof coin. Okay, the mint state coin, of course, has no mint mark, and it says MS on it. And do not confuse it with the proof coin. Now, the one thing I do know, will it be the rarest annual eagle ever? That I don't know. That's speculation. Will it be the rarest annual eagle of 2019? That's a guarantee. Okay. It'll be rarer than the proof coin. It'll be rarer than the mint state coin. That's a guarantee.
All right.
It's already cheaper than the proof coin. Okay.
And it's going to be rarer.
Absolutely guaranteed. It is a little bit more. The mint state coin's a little bit less than this, but they're going to make 100 times more of that coin than they are of this coin.
Well, let me ask you, do you feel it's going to be the rarest this year only because they're releasing it so late in the year?
That's part and parcel of it, but the burnished coin is always the rarest and the most collectible every year.
Okay,
of the three.
Gotcha.
That I know for a fact. Being released late in a year, in a year where, I mean, there's so many home runs. Right. I mean, you got rocket ship, Explore and Discover. You got the Apollo coins. You got the American Legion set that just came out. My assistant Travis just bought the new American Legion 2-coin set. Spectacular, absolutely gorgeous.
This pure silver.
All the pure silver. The pure silver. That's right. The pure silver Kennedys that came out. The pure silver 7-coin sets. The pure silver complete coin sets. You have
that was all just this part of the early part of this year.
All that's just in the first half of the year.
Right.
That's before they do the innovation dollars, remember, are launching this year. They're doing reverse proof innovation dollars. They're doing special finish innovation dollars. They haven't released any of the innovation dollars. Those are going to be monstrous. This is going to be overlooked. I promise you, I know it. Do not overlook it. Do not do that. Get in on this right now. Take advantage of this on our early opportunity. Let's call it early opportunity on this. Only 1,899 coins. Now, the burnished coins, whether it be 2018, remember I said if you go, you could find some 2018 burnished
online
or 17 online, but not first day of issues. Those sold out in like either 1 or 2 airings in 2017 and 2018. The first day of issues, the W mints, the burnished coins always sell out. Our first day of issues, I've sold out our first day of issue in this coin every year since 2006. And I was here in 2006 selling that coin. That's how long I've been doing this. Here, actually, I've been doing it longer than that. That you're going to do that. So that's critically important for you, and you need to understand that as well. So this is first day of issue, regardless of its rarity, will sell out no matter what at our original issue price. So if you're a collector of American Silver Eagles, you need to pick it up and get in on it anyway. Now, if it does turn out to be the rarest of all the American Silver Eagles, that's just a bonus. I'm not charging any extra for that. I'm just passing along information that I believe to be true at this point based on my experience, but I'm not charging any extra for that. Okay, so it's not like I'm going, hey, because I think it's going to be the rarest, it's going to be 20 bucks more, 30 bucks more. I'm just saying, I think it's going to be the rarest. I'm charging you 0 extra for it, but you have to get on the phone and get in on this right here, right now. So this is your first look. This is your first call. So look at this. Now we debuted this today. We got 526 of these sold.
The entire edition is 1,899.
So, and with everybody on the phone, I'm assuming that number's closer to 750. So I can tell you, I got a yes.
Yes.
So here's what we have. By the time this day ends, we will be somewhere between 60 and 80% sold out of this coin, and we debuted it today. It will maybe get one more primetime airing. Do not take a chance unless you already have that in your TV viewing schedule.
Right.
I would not take the risk.
I wouldn't wait. Yeah, I mean, and what's going to happen is when it's released, everyone's going to go searching for it. They'll come to HSN because they know we're one of the biggest coin dealers in the world, and they're going to find what's remaining if there's any left. But
if there's any left.
But trust me, they'll come here to try to find it. I'll guarantee you that. Just a little FYI, we've got 4 Flex. Again, that's such a big deal. Normally with these really special offers, we don't offer any Flex. And so to have 4 on that one